Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Power of Partnerships. We have with us today a technology evangelist, Mr. Sibjyoti Basu from Ernst Young. Sib is the alliance leader for E&Y in the India region, collaborating with various technology partners such as IBM to create innovative and proven solutions for the client's digital transformation journeys. A very warm welcome, Sib, and look forward to a great conversation with you today.
Thank you so much for having me, Harish.
Great. Awesome, Sib. So let's start off with, I know IBM and E&Y have been great partners, not only globally, but as well as in India as well. And over the years, we have seen the power of ecosystem, right? Especially the relationships around the ecosystem being very key to innovation, right? And unlocking the long-term value as well, right? Now, you being the alliance leader for E&Y in the India region, what are your views on the tenets of building this strong partnership?
Basically, alliances and ecosystems is one of our focus areas and as a growth driver. With the digital explosion that happened several years back,
Right.
what we did was we extended the definition of alliances with tech organizations that we were doing, and we extended that to the whole host of ecosystem partners. And that's why we call it the alliances and ecosystems at EY. And to be honest, what's really worked best is when, for some of these alliances, when we look at aligning them to the larger objective of the sector and the whole industry area, and what we call as the buyer-based fields of play, where you look at the needs and the buyers across the enterprises and look at how do you align the alliance partner solutions to the buyer-based fields of play. That's really worked best for us. In fact, what we also do is we leverage the innovation and the alliance partners bring to us in terms of powering our own solutions. So if you look at some of the tax solutions that we have, some of the sustainability solutions that we have built over the period of time, most of them are powered by our alliance partners, such as yourselves.
Right.
And that's essentially what we take to our clients. That's really worked for us.
Right.
And I think in India, I think if I look at our partnership in India, to your question around tenets, I think identifying the priority sectors, looking at the fields of play within that sector that we can align on, and then essentially creating better awareness between our organizations. That's really worked for us, right? If you look at what we are doing around cyber, around sustainability, around hybrid IT, I think that's really fantastic and we should just continue doing that.
Absolutely. Very, very well said, Sib. In fact, I know that in India, both of us, our organizations have tied up really very hip-jointed on some of the, in fact, I love that word of field of play, right? That's like double-clicking on the verticals, the segments, and with the solutions on the IBM tech platform with E&Y's innovative solutions, taking it to the market. And cyber has been one big successful story for us, and so is sustainability and a couple of others. And we'll see that growing over the period of time in India and look forward to that, right? Okay, so Sib, AI is at an inflection point today, right? And almost every organization, large, medium, small, irrespective of the industry vertical they are in, are looking to leverage AI for maximizing their business outcomes and values and so on and so forth, right? What do you think, how should business leaders be approaching how to scale the AI adoption so that they can maximize the benefit, but at the same time, look at mitigating risks as well, right? So what are your thoughts on that?
Rishi, what we are seeing here is from an adoption of AI standpoint, some of the early movers are largely experimenting.
Right.
And discovering with a whole host of use cases, right from service management to product and innovation to risk and compliance. We are seeing AI being leveraged pretty much across all of these domains, across industries.
Great.
Our personal view in terms of how AI could be adopted by business leaders, and we are seeing some of that by more progressive organizations, is by linking AI to the corporate goals and the long-term value that they're trying to achieve, rather than just go a little ad hoc.
Got it.
What we're also seeing is keeping humans at the center. In terms of AI is not going to replace humans, AI is not going to take jobs away. Essentially, it's an aid for people in terms of driving efficiency and outcomes.
Got it.
And lastly, the security and the data governance is going to be a big part of the overall AI journey.
Right.
And we're going to see this space evolve fairly rapidly in terms of governance, norms, regulations, IP laws. All of that's going to essentially come to feed into the data governance models that go into driving the AI outcomes.
Right, right. And I know that for a fact that ENY has been spearheading some of the models, the data models, and some of these foundation models on our Watson platform and Watson X. And it's been just less than a month that we launched our Watson X platform, which, as you rightly articulated, moves from data models to governance to AI foundational models. And we're seeing a lot of partnership between ENY and IBM on that front. And for us in IBM, along with the ecosystem like you as ENY, where clients are looking at as a post facto AI. Today, AI has become the forefront, right? So we instead of plus AI, it's become AI plus. So AI has become pretty much all pervasive in whichever function, whichever workload, whichever domain people are in, right? So that's great. That's great, Sib.
Correct. I don't think business applications will be same again, because we pretty much see an AI component in pretty much every business application.
Every business, that's true. That's great, Sib. Great to hear. And that's spoken like a true tech evangelist, I must say, Sib, and that's really awesome. So that leads me to the next question, that on the partnership, and you rightly mentioned that a lot of the stuff has been created in Watson, and then Watson X platform, and on the Red Hat OpenShift, and all of that side we are seeing. IBM has built a very strong partnership globally and in India with ENY for over years. Actually, I would love to hear your thoughts on our partnership and some of the client stories which you want to kind of share with us.
So interestingly, I think IBM is one of our top 5 global partnerships that we have, or global alliances and ecosystem partnerships that we have.
Right.
Its sponsorship comes at the highest levels of our respective organizations.
True.
And we've got great amount of follow through in terms of how we are adopting IBM technology in our industry and our various solutions. If you look at the awards that came in last year, EY has been recognized as the IBM business partner as well.
Right.
So I think there's a lot of work that we are doing with IBM globally and also in India.
Great.
I think just to talk about the power of partnership, it's just not limited to an A technology, or it's just not limited to A sector.
Right.
The partnership that we talked about from a quantum standpoint that we have with you obviously gives us access to a lot of that AI platform that we will see a lot of co-innovation work happening.
Right.
If you look at where we've seen success with IBM, what we've done really well with IBM is to leverage the tech, the interoperability, and then sort of infuse that with the real client issues like sustainability. So if I look at how we've leveraged the IBM technology powering our own solutions. So the travel I talked about in terms of how we are leveraging IBM's forecasting capability to propose the most optimal model for travel around the carbon footprint optimization. If you look at how we leverage the IBM technology for our investment banking arm, we call it the transactions practice. So we are leveraging IBM's capability there, Watson and the whole data model, in terms of being able to give our practitioners the edge in terms of being able to do the growth valuations, the business projections, which are typically required in investment banking.
Very true.
So that's something that is, again, leveraging and unleashing the power of IBM technology into what we do from a client technology standpoint and take that to our client and how we serve our clients. In terms of the 2 or 3 areas that are emerging as one of the fastest growing areas of partnership with IBM, sustainability.
Right.
Again, there's a lot of work that's happening world over. And India also, we've seen the regulators come very heavy with BRSR.
True.
Again, the partnership with IBM through NVZ clearly addresses the whole ESG reporting and accelerating our clients' journey around performance management and disclosure.
True.
But that's just not limited to the disclosures of sustainability. Again, the work that we are doing with IBM's Asset Management Maximo in terms of the whole sustainable asset management for capital-intensive organizations, again, goes a long way around decarbonization efforts that we are working back with our clients.
True.
Then again, in the areas of cyber, the partnership with IBM has been very solid in terms of how we are trying to solve the biggest issues, the biggest intrusions that are coming in for our clients, and then leveraging QRadar and giving the clients a managed services option where they don't need to really worry about the technology, but they get the services and the power of innovation coming in from IBM.
True.
So great work happening across the world.
Indeed, it is an alliance of many sorts, and taking this partnership to greater heights in India and globally. Thank you very much, Sib. It was great having you.
Thank you so much, Vish, for having us here, and look forward to our partnership in India.
Absolutely.